If you've ever wondered how your salary stacks up against your age group, then this is the video for you. We're going to cover what the average salary is by age group for people who live and work in the UK, from people in their 20s all the way to their 60s. And I'll also share 3 tips for how you can increase your income too. If you're new to this channel, I'm Matt, I'm a finance consultant. I've spent over 8 years working for one of the top consulting companies in London. I now run my own company, and on this channel I talk all things personal finance. So let's get going. The income figures in this video are based on data from the ONS and are shown in median numbers or middle point values, which are often a more accurate representation of the everyday person, rather than averages which can be skewed by a few very affluent individuals. The first age group is 22 to 29 and they have a median annual income of just over £30,000. For a lot of people at this age, they're finishing university or training apprenticeship programs and they're just starting their career. For the 30 to 39 age group, the median annual salary goes up to £37,544. This is the largest jump in salary by age group, going up by around 24% compared to the 22 to 29 age group. People in their 30s will have gained some experience in their profession, had opportunities for further training, and maybe they've been promoted or changed job to increase their pay. And by the 40s and 50s age groups, this is when people on average are earning the most amount of income they will do over their lifetime. The median income peaks for the 40 to 49 age group at just over £40,000 per year. From the 50s age group onwards, the average pay starts to decrease as people are approaching the latter stages of their career. For people aged between 50 and 59, the median annual income is over £37,000, and this then decreases further as people get closer to retirement age. For the 60 plus age group, the median annual income drops again to £33,852. These figures can help you to understand how your income compares to others, and it can also help you to make more informed career decisions. However, one important thing to note is that there isn't just one average salary for you to compare against. The median income varies significantly depending on factors such as age, the level of education you've received, and the location that you live and work in. For example, on average, there are higher salaries typically paid in large cities, and the cost of living difference contributes to the different levels of earnings that we see across the UK. A central London average salary in Westminster is £3,559 per month, versus an average salary in Manchester which is £2,237 per month. So as you can see, there's quite a big difference in income based on your location. If you want to see what the average salary is for the area that you live and work in, you can use the interactive graph on the ONS website. So you may be thinking, well, I'm below average income for my age group and demographic, or asking the question, how do you get to the point that you're above average? I'm going to share 3 tips for how you can try to increase your own income. In my view, the number one thing is to focus on building your skills and increasing your value on the job market, either to be able to negotiate a higher salary or to be able to find a higher paying job. For example, if you currently work as a waiter in a restaurant and you manage to save up £500 and you take that money and you pay for a sales course which enables you to get a sales job paying you more money, if you can then add the ability to do marketing on top while you're doing your sales job, then you can now run your own ad campaigns, you can get customer leads in, and you can close sales. Your earning potential has just gone up tenfold from the pay you were getting as a waiter. The second point is to understand your market worth and to arm yourself with that information before you go into any discussions on pay and compensation with your employer or potential employer. There are lots of tools out there which can help you do this research, such as websites like Glassdoor, or you can look at job adverts on platforms such as LinkedIn, where you can see indicative pay ranges for the type of work that you do. I think probably the best way is to connect with recruiters to understand opportunities for a similar job at another company and what the pay will be like. The key is to get robust data which is comparable to your current job or the job that you're going for. For example, it's in the same industry, the same location, and at the same job grade. By doing this and arming myself with the right information, it's one of the things that's helped me to double my income over the last 12 months. And I think if you can get in the habit of periodically doing this, it will put you in a much stronger position to be able to negotiate your pay and get your true market worth. And the third potential way to increase your income is to start a side hustle business. There are lots of videos on YouTube and online giving ideas on what you can start from scratch. And many of these you don't need to have lots of startup money to get going with yourself. For example, it could be teaching a short course online on how to edit photos, which you can do on platforms such as Udemy. Joe Parry is a good example of this. He's earned over $500,000 since 2015 selling courses on Udemy on everything from business planning to social media marketing and computer software. This is just an example to help get you thinking. There are lots of different types of side hustles that you can start. Have a think about what strengths and skills you already have that could earn you some additional money on the side. The final point I'll finish this video on is that by having a high earned income doesn't necessarily mean that you're rich. An individual could be in the top 5% or even in the top 1% of earners, but if they have a high cost of living and lifestyle to maintain, the amount of money that they're able to save and invest could actually be quite small. For example, although you might live and work in London and have an above average salary, the cost of living is so high that your disposable income could be lower than someone who's doing a similar job earning less per month but living outside of London. The key to growing wealth is using earned income to be able to save and invest, and over time to compound your investments to become wealthier and wealthier. So as well as trying to increase your income, you also need to manage your expenses and avoid lifestyle inflation, which is where as you earn more money, you spend more money, and then at the end of the month, you don't actually have anything additional to save. So if you can combine income growth and do your best to keep your expenses at a similar level or within your means while your income goes up, you'll find you're able to grow your wealth at a much faster rate. I hope this video has been helpful. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments and give the video a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.